Good morning, students of class 7th. This is your first chapter from the book An Alien Hand. Okay? What is the name of your book? An Alien Hand. And from this, we are going to learn the first chapter. I'm going to explain the first chapter, that is The Tiny Teacher. Okay, this story, it is, you can say, not a story but an inspirational lesson, you can say, which will teach you about how the ants live, how do they behave, and what should we learn from the ants. Okay, this chapter will teach us what should we learn from the ants. So first, let's have an introduction about the lesson. Now, in the introduction, the Tiny Teacher is an informational story, you can say, about how ants live and behave. Okay? It is like a story only in which everything we would learn, like how the ants live, how do they lay eggs, who takes care of the eggs, what type of houses they have. Okay, and in that houses also they have different rooms as we have in our house. Fine. So what are these and who takes care? Everything we would learn in this. A Tiny Teacher is a story that teaches us about the tiniest teacher we can learn from. That is the ant. It is the tiniest insect. Okay. And what can we learn from such a tiniest insect? It tells us about the ant who can be a great teacher if we look closely. If we have a close look on the ant's life, okay, we can learn many things. An ant is a creature that can teach us great things about how to become disciplined and more. They are so small, yet they fulfill their duties with full dedication. The first thing that we learn from the ant is how to fulfill your duties, okay, without any laziness. In fact, they carry out their task very sincerely. Sincerely means whatever work has been given to them, they do their work with full dedication. Sincerely means the work which is given to them, they do it very properly. Further, they are also very hardworking. They are very hardworking. Okay, they are not lazy. Not a single time they are lazy. You will see them perform a lot of duties, from a cleaner to a soldier. Means each and every ant has been given different duties, and we will see in this lesson how do these ants perform these types of duties very perfectly. Okay, whether it is a work of a cleaning, then too, and if it is work of soldier, then too they work it properly. The ant inhabit an ant hill. Now what is inhabit? Inhabit means to live or occupy a place. Okay, a place in which you live. As the place in which you live is your inhabit, it is a house. and as the ants inhabit an ant hill, the ants inhabit in an ant hill, okay, where there are 100 of little room and passage for all the ants. Means the ant hill also has different rooms, different passages to walk and different rooms to live and perform different activities. Okay, they have a queen ant who lays eggs. They have a queen ant and that queen ant lays the eggs, and for laying egg also there is a different room in the ant hill. The queen learns, they have a queen ant who lays eggs and becomes perfect, that become perfect ants. The queen learns all the duties from the old ant and gets ready to survive in the world. Now the queen ant also, each and every ant is not a queen there, okay. The queen ant, it learns the duties from the old ant and then gets ready to survive in the world. Thus they are creatures who tell us a lot of great things. And ants are the creatures that tell us lots of the things. How to perform your duty, how to be sincere, how to be disciplined, okay, how to be hardworking. So these all things we learn from a ant. Okay. Now let's see the whole description, or you can say we can say like a story about the tiny teacher, that is an ant, okay, from studying. Name the smallest insect you have ever seen. You would say, and the wisest also. All the insects are not the smallest or the wisest, but you have to name such an insect that is intelligent also and wise also, and tiniest and smallest also. You would say a fly. No, it's not a fly. Then you would say it a mosquito. No, not. It's not a mosquito. Okay. Then it must be a small worm or something. No, none of these. It is an ant about which we are going to talk. The commonest, the smallest, but the wisest insect. The story of an ant's life. Here you can say we are discussing about the story of an ant life. Okay. Sounds almost untrue. As we have not gone closer to the ant's life, for us the life story of an ant is untrue. Oh, what kind of a life an insect must be having? We would say that. But people also have ants as pet. There are many people in the world who keep the ant as pets. Okay? Why? Just only to watch the behavior of them. Why do they do that? Why do they keep ants as pet? To keep a close look on the behavior of the ant. So we know a number of facts about the tiny, hardworking and intelligent creature, that is the ant. Okay. Ant uses its feeler and antenna to talk to other ants by passing messages through them. Now how do they pass message to one another? They pass message to one another by the feeler. Okay, but before that, the story of the tiny teacher is about the ant's life, as I had told you. Okay, but the whole story is totally remarkable. Remarkable because we are going to learn in this many things. Many things means how should you live your life after having a look on the tiny teacher's life, or you can say on an ant's life. What would you learn? What should you learn from that? They live a comfortable home where they have hundred of little rooms and passages. In some of the rooms, the queen ant lays the egg, where the rest of the rooms are nursery for young ants. Now, in an ant hill, as I told you, that ant hill is the home of the ant, okay? And in that ant hill, there are different rooms, from which in one room the queen ant lays the egg. In the second room, or you can say in the other room, it is the nurseries. Nurseries means where the eggs are being hatched, the young ones come out of it. Okay, the house of the ant is free of quarrels. Means in the ant hill you won't see any of the ants fighting or quarreling with each other, as everyone carries out their duties peacefully. Okay, and why don't they quarrel, or why would you not hear them fighting or quarreling? Because each and every ant perform their duty very sincerely. Okay, in our language we can say they mind their own business. They do not interfere in others' business. And in our world, why do we quarrel and fight? Because we have the habit of poking the nose in others' work. If we too become like ants and fulfill our duties peacefully, then there would be no quarreling in our world also. Now tell me, have you seen a row of ants moving from what would you see? Do they roam here and there? Do you see ants here and there? Or you see a single row walking it? Each ant greets all the other coming from the opposite direction by touching their feelers. Means, why do you see that ants walking in a single line? You watch that ants walking in a single line because they talk to each other with the help of their feelers. And what is feelers? Feelers means an animal organ such as an antenna or palp that is used for tasting things by touch or searching for food. Because of these feelers, the ants can talk to each other and know where the other ants are. Okay? So, the ants talk to each other with the help of their feelers. Okay? And then there are many ants, but now these ants are red also and these are black also. Okay? Have you ever paid attention on this? That the ants are of different colors. They are red also and they are black ants also. Now where do they live? They are the ant hill, I told you. Okay, and I have also told you that these ant hills have different rooms. Okay, now what do these ants do? These ants, most of the time, you can say most of the time, their time is being spent in searching the food. Okay? Okay? And there are many various type of ants. You could say there are many various type of ants. How many species? I will tell you that in the animal fact, in the ant fact. Okay? Further I will explain you about it. Now, as we also have a family, you all know. Okay. Now, who is the head of our family? Grandfather or father? Right. Now, same in the ant hill. In an ant hill, the queen is the mother of the entire population of the colony. Okay. The colony of ant is called ant hill. And the head of the entire ant hill is the queen. Okay, Now it lives for about 15 years. Now the ant lives for about, the queen ant lives for about 15 years. It has pair of wings. Now the ant has pair of wings, okay, but bites them off after its wedding flight. Now as the ant lays egg, okay, its feathers are being shed, okay, till the as till it the ant has the wings. This flight takes place on a hot summer day. The queen leaves the nest and goes out to meet a male ant or drone high up in the air. Okay, on its return to earth, it gets rid of its wings and then does nothing but lays egg. Now the duty of the queen ant is only to lay the eggs. Okay, once its wedding flight is been done, okay, its feathers are been, it gets rid of its feathers, okay, and then the only duty of the ant, queen ant, is to lay the eggs, okay, and soon after it lays eggs, it goes through the life cycle from grubs to cocoons. What are grubs? Grubs are the larva of an insect, you can say. Okay, grubs are the larva of the insect. So what happens after laying the egg? After laying of the egg, the life cycle begins. Okay, from grub to the cocoon and from cocoon to the perfect ant. Okay, this is the life cycle of an ant. First the grub. Grub means, you can say, the larva of an ant. After that it changes into a cocoon, and after an cocoon it finally becomes an ant. Okay, so we see how it takes about 5 to 6 weeks to complete this procedure. From an egg to the perfect ant, it almost takes 5 to 6 weeks. Okay, then but now the duty of the queen ant is only to lay the eggs. The soldiers guard the egg. After the eggs are being hatched or the grubs come out, the duty of the soldier ant begins. Okay, the soldier ants guard them, the worker ants feed them, clean them, and also carry them about daily for airing. What is airing? Airing means to walk or outing to take air or exercise. Okay, what is airing? Airing means to walk in an open air. You can say to walk in an open place for exercise. Okay, so the same thing is been done in the ants hill, where the soldier ants or the worker ants fulfill their duties. They take the young ants for airing. Airing means for exercise or for a walk. 2 or 3 weeks later, grubs become cocoon. Now, as I have told you the life cycle, the grub, the cocoon, and the perfect ant. Now, when after 2-3 weeks, when the eggs are being laid, okay, now these grubs become cocoons, lie without food and activity for 3 weeks more, and then the cocoons break and the perfect ant appears. Now it's time for teach them and train, because each and every ant, okay, in the ant hill have different work. So what do? The work of the ants are being taught to them when they are young. Okay, new ants learn their duties from the old ants. as workers, soldiers, builders, cleaners. Surprising? Yes, the ants are also have their different duties. Okay, only the queen ant does not do any kind of work. But other ants, from that, some are soldiers, some are workers, some are builders, and some are cleaners. Okay, after few weeks of training, the small ants are also ready. Now, as you go to school, as you study, okay, the ants are also taught their duties. And after they have learnt, they are ready to go out in the big world for work. Right? This is how they fulfill their duties. Now, further it is, an ant hill is not only the home of ants but also of some other creatures like beetles, lesser breeds of ants, and the green fly. These are also some breeds of the ant. Okay. Now, as we have seen that the when the ants come out, when the small ants come out from the eggs, they are being trained. Okay, and the work that is being done by the ants are done in a systematic way. Systematic way means you can say as per the plan. Okay, we can learn so many things from these tiny teachers. How to work systematically, how to make a plan and then work. This can be learned from the tiny teacher, that is an ant. Whether it is the hard work, sense of duty, or taking care of the young ones, or you can say living in discipline, everything we can learn from these teachers, these tiny teachers, and that's why they are the great teachers, we can say. You will never watch the ants fight. As I told you that the ants never fight with each other. Why? Because they don't keep on poking their nose in others' work as we do. They mind their own business. Okay. And why do they don't fight? Because all of them are disciplined and loyal towards their duties. They may be little, but they are very significant as creatures, teaching a great deal to everyone. Okay, we find them very tiny, we see them very tiny, and we feel like they are of no use, but they teach, though they are very little, they are very significant creatures, teaching a great deal to everyone. Okay, let's move further. Now, as I told you that in an ant hill, many other creatures also live. There are beetles, lesser breeds of ants, or you can say the green fly. Now, tell me one thing: why do the ants need these alien creatures to live in their nest? What do you think? For several reasons. Now, what are these reasons? Some give off smell pleasant to the ants' senses. Okay. Other give sweet juices. Some are just pets or playthings, like we have the, you can say, cats and dogs as our pets. Okay. The green fly is the ant's cow. You can say the green fly is the cow of the ant. How? The ants train it to get honeydew. Honeydew is like, you can say, milk. Okay, honeydew is like milk with the touch to their antenna. This milk is just as the milk of the cow. Now here it's trying to explain us that the alien creatures, means the creatures that are a bit bigger than the ants, they also live in that ant hill. And why do they live? They live for such things because some creatures from that give sweet juices, some creatures are just pets for them, okay, and some give them milk. Now let's say that, like, have the humans learned something from these ants? As we look at the ants in our daily life, they are the common insect, you can say, which are frequently seen. Okay, so one thing comes in mind, that have the humans ever learned something from these ants? Yes, they have. Okay, but they haven't put this learning into good use. The humans have seen the ants working, hard worker, okay, disciplined, everything. But we humans have never put this learning to good use. They may still learn a few things from these tiny teachers. But still it is not late. If we want, we can learn still more from these tiny insects. Now they are the tiny teachers of us, because whosoever teaches you is your teacher. Okay? Now whether it is an insect also, it is an animal also, or you can say it is a human being also. Hard work, sense of duty, discipline, cleanliness, how to take care of the young ones, and above all, a firm loyalty to the land where they live. This is the life of an ant, from which you can learn many things. So what is it trying to say? As the title says, what does the title say? The title says the tiniest teacher, or the tiny teacher. Even though they are tiny, the ants are the big teachers who teach us hard work, duty, discipline, cleanliness, loyalty, and more about and more with their actions and lives they lead. Okay? Though so very small, the ant is unbelievably intelligent and hardworking. Among the various kinds, the commonest ants is black and red. As I told you, there are many varieties or various ants. Okay? And the home in which the ant lives is an ant hill. So here in this story of the life of an ant, we have come to know many things. How do the ants spend their life in search of food and fulfilling their duties? We have also learned in this lesson how can we be hard worker, how can we fulfill our duties, how can we be in discipline, how can we maintain cleanliness, and overall how can we be loyal. Okay, so, and small insect can also teach you many things if you want. We see the life of the of an ant. Okay, we watch the ants daily, but the only thing is we never bring them in our life. Okay, we never bring them in our life. We never learn and get these things in good use. Fine. Now let me tell you some facts about the ant. Okay, something different, or you can say something more. Now you know that there are three kinds of ants in the colony. There are three kinds of ants in the colony. Colony means in the ant hill. Okay, the queen, the female worker, and the males. There are three kinds of ants. The queen and the males have wings, while the worker ants do not have any wings. So how would you differentiate? If you want to say that how could we know which ant is the queen ant and which is the worker ant. So the ant that has wings is the queen ant, okay, and the worker ants do not have any wings. The queen is the only ant that lays the egg. Now in an ant hill, the queen ant, only the queen ant can lay the egg, rest no other ants can do that. The male ant's job is to mate with the future king ant and they do not live long after that. Okay. Once the queen grows to adulthood, she spends the rest of the life only laying the eggs. Now what is the duty of the queen ant? The queen ant, the duty of the queen ant is only to lay the eggs throughout she lives. She lives for 15 years, most of 15 years, and in these 15 years she only lays the egg. The queen ant only lays the egg. Depending on the species, a colony may have one queen or many queens. Okay. Now the queen also depend that if the species, depending on the species, mean the varieties, okay, the colony may have, the ant hill may have one queen also or many queens also. Ant colonies also have soldier ants. Now what is the duty of these soldier ants? These soldier ants protect the queen, defend the colony, gather and kill food, okay, and attack enemy colonies in search of food and nesting space. Now here is the duty. Like soldier ant. What do the soldier ants do? By the name soldier only we can understand that the soldier protects. So the soldier ants have the duty of protecting the queen ant and the ant hill. If they defeat another ant colony, they take away eggs of the defeated ant colony. Okay. Now if they defeat means now king, queen, everything is there, means there is going to be a war. So in the ant hill also it is the same. Okay. If they defeat, if there is a fight between two colonies of the ants, what do? These ants, the one colony which wins the war, or you can say which wins the fight, it, after winning the fight or after defeating, you can say, they take away the eggs, okay, of the ant and the food whatever is there in that colony and take away in their own colony. When the eggs are being hatched, which eggs? The one which they bought it from the defeated colony. These new ants then become the slaves. Slaves means you can say they treat them as a servant. Okay. Some jobs of the colony include taking care of the eggs of the babies, gathering food for the colony and building the ant hills or mounds. And further, the other duties of the ants are to take care of the eggs, to train them, okay, to gather food and to build the ant hills. Okay, they clean their ant hills. As we clean our house, the ants also clean their ant hills. Fine. Now let me tell you some more facts about the ant. There are more than 12,000 species of ants all over the world. All over the world there are 12,000 species. 12,000 species means 12,000 types of ants you can see. Okay, from which the common is the red and the black ant that we see in our house or nearby our house. An ant can lift 20 times its own body weight. Have you ever seen? The ant is so small, na? Then too you would see it lifting the things more than her weight. If a second grader was as strong as an ant, she would be able to pick a car. Right? Means here you can say second grader. Second grader means if some other ant would have been so strong as these ants which we see, they could have lifted a car also. Next, some queen ants can live for many years and have millions of babies. Okay, the queen ants, they can live for many years and they can lay many eggs. They can lay many eggs till they live, because the queen ant only has the duty to lay the eggs. Okay, rest no other work. Ants don't have ears. Ants don't have ears. But then too you must have seen how do they react when you touch them or when you are nearby them. Ants hear by feeling vibration on the ground, okay, through their feet. They can only feel the vibration, and through that they can hear, you can see. Okay. When ants fight, it is usually to the death. Means the ants of the same colony do never fight. Okay. But if they fight with some other colony, with the ant of some other colony, they usually fight till they any of the ant, if until they die. The fight goes on. When foraging, ants leave a pheromone trail so that they know where have they been. Means while walking, while foraging means while moving from one place to another, what do these ants do? What do these ants do? These ants leave a pheromone trail. Okay, why do they leave that pheromone trail? They leave that pheromone trail so that they could know how to come back. Okay, with the smell of that pheromone trail, they can understand that this is the way they have to move back to their ant hill. Okay, queen ants have wings which they shed when they start a new nest. Now queen ants, how I told you, how would you identify? How would you identify that who is the queen ant? So the queen ant has wings. Now the queen ant shed its wings, or you can say shed her wings, when it lays eggs. It starts a new nest. Ants don't have lungs. As we have lungs, the ants don't have lungs. Okay. Oxygen enters through tiny holes over their body, and carbon dioxide leaves from these same holes. When the queen of the colony dies, the colony does not survive a few months. The colony can only survive a few months. Now, as soon as the queen ant dies, if the queen ant of the colony or of the ant hill dies, the colony cannot survive for few months. Okay, the queens are rarely replaced, and the workers are not able to reproduce. It is not like this that if one queen died, then there could be another queen. No. The queens are rarely replaced, and because of this, and then the workers are not able to reproduce, because I told you that it is the duty of the queen ant to lay the eggs and reproduce. So as soon as the queen dies, whole of the colony cannot survive for long, because they have no longer any duty, so they cannot survive without a queen. So I hope you have understood the life of the ant and have learnt many things from these life of the ants. Okay, let's have a look on the word meanings. Now in the word meaning section, the first word is inhabit. Inhabit. What does inhabit mean? Live in or occupy a place or environment. Live in or occupy a place or environment. Next is feelers. Next word is feelers. What is feelers? Feelers means an animal organ such as an antenna or pulp that is used for testing things by touch or for searching of food. Okay, next word is barrack. B-A-R-R-A-C-K. Barrack. Barrack means provide soldiers with accommodation in a building or set of buildings. Same as the soldiers that fight on the border have the barracks. Same barracks are being there with the ant in the ant hill. Grub. What is a grub? I told you it is the larva of an insect. Okay. Earring. Earring means not this earring, not earring nahi. It's airing. Airing means to walk, okay, to take air or exercise. To walk or outing for to take air or exercise. Significant. What is significant? Significant means sufficiently great or important to be worthy of attention or noteworthy. Significant means sufficiently great or important to be worthy or of attention or noteworthy. Next is systematic. What is systematic? Something done according to a fixed plan or system. Okay? Systematically. Means if you want to study, then it should be systematically. Right? What do we do in the studies? In the studies, do we write the question answers first? Then we go for the explanation of the chapter? No, na? First we read the chapter, then we explain the chapter, then we write the word meanings, and then we go for the exercise. So this is called systematically. Means systematically means acting or done according to the fixed plan. And the last word is foraging. Foraging means search so as to obtain food. Foraging means to go in the search of food. Okay? So these are the word meanings: inhabit, feelers, barrack, grub, earring, significant, systematic, and foraging. Now for the exercise of this chapter, you would get a worksheet now. Okay? And that worksheet is to be filled by you. Fine? So, we have completed the chapter, The Tiny Teacher from Alien Hand. The name of the book is. Okay? Start studying. You'll get the worksheets very soon. Till then, take care and hope to meet you soon. Let the schools reopen very soon. We are very eager to meet you. Till then,